Every hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, a senior citizen is transported by ambulance to a hospital because of a fall injury. For people 65 and older, falls are the leading cause of injury deaths in Iowa and the leading cause of injury hospitalizations and emergency visits in Iowa. 1 out of 3 adults age 65 to 79 will fall every year, and 1 out of 2 adults age 80 and older will fall every year. Falls are not caused by just one issue. 5 things you can do to prevent falls include exercise to improve your balance and strength, review prescriptions, especially new ones and all over-the-counter medications with your pharmacist. Have your eyes checked by an eye doctor once a year. Address fall hazards inside your home and be aware of fall hazards outside of your home. Talk to your doctor and family about falls. The prevention of falls is vital to maintaining your personal independence. If you've fallen, you may begin to limit your activities and become more sedentary. This will lead to the loss of physical strength and increase your risk of falling again. Also, make certain you consult with the same healthcare providers so they are familiar with your medical history. This healthcare team can more easily detect patterns in your health and recommend lifestyle changes to prevent future falls. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org. Prescription medicines can make you feel lightheaded and affect your balance, which can lead to a fall. Plus, if you take more than 4 prescriptions, you're at an even greater risk of falling. Many over-the-counter medications are allergies, colds, and flu, and even sleep aids when taken with your prescriptions can cause dizziness, drowsiness, or confusion that could cause a fall. Make an appointment with your pharmacist to review your prescriptions, including over-the-counter medications and supplements.
Drug interactions are very complex, and interactions with various medications can put you at risk for a fall. So it's important for the pharmacist to have a complete list of all of your medications, including over-the-counter items, vitamins, herbal supplements, and any samples that you may have received from the physician. So be sure and talk to your pharmacist about your complete list so that the pharmacist can make a full assessment of your potential risk. When you have a relationship with one pharmacy, it assures that they have your complete medication history. When you receive a new prescription, they can check it for drug interactions with all the medications you're already receiving. When you need a recommendation for an over-the-counter item, they can make a safe recommendation for you. Once a year, go ahead and ask the pharmacist for a comprehensive medication review to ensure that all of your medications are working together well as they should. The pharmacist is required to counsel you on any new prescription, so take the time to listen and ask questions about your new medication and make sure that you fully understand what the medication is being used for, how to take it, the potential side effects that you may be expecting to monitor for with the medication, and what to do if you experience those side effects. Your body filters and eliminates medicines via your liver and your kidneys. Then these processes slow as you age. Therefore, you can become more sensitive to medications and more at risk for adverse effects like drowsiness and dizziness. There are several medications that can interact with each other to increase your risk for adverse reactions such as falls. So the pharmacist will either counsel you if the risk is small or the adverse effects may be mild, but if the pharmacist's concern is great, the pharmacist can call the prescriber and recommend a safer alternative.
Pay close attention to all of your medications. Understand how they interact and how they make you feel. Talk with your pharmacist regularly to review your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org. Maintaining good vision plays a strong role in fall prevention. If you have vision impairment, you are twice as likely to experience multiple falls as other seniors. Glaucoma, cataracts, Macular degeneration and other vision conditions impact visual detail, including contrast sensitivity and depth perception. Stairs and bathrooms can be hazardous if your sight is impaired. Through annual eye exams, optometrists can diagnose and treat many eye conditions early in the disease progression.
If your eye has issues where you don't really know, you can't see things as clearly, your vision is a little blurry, there's glare effects, all those things can be part of change in the health of the eye, which can lead to issues with balance or stability. So that can lead to falling or having issues with getting around just in your own home. So having your eyes dilated every year by your local optometrist or ophthalmologist will help in just understanding if there's any eye health conditions that you can either avoid or help prevent. The major vision issues that affect seniors are macular degeneration, cataracts, glaucoma, diabetes, and stroke. All those affect their central vision to peripheral vision, which all have an effect on mobility or balance and stability. There's actually a study that's been done to show that early cataract surgery can reduce your chance of falling by about 35 to 40%, which is very significant. Medications are another big one as well, with certain medications like diabetic medications, high blood pressure medications, or even simple ones as antihistamines for kind of allergy related issues. It can cause your eyes to dry out, it can cause you issues with focusing, and other ways that you may just not be aware of, that you should definitely seek out your eye care provider to talk to them about the certain side effects with your current medications. Because if your vision becomes affected, then it's going to increase your chance of falling. There are also eye conditions that you cannot correct with glasses, so it's very important that you talk with your eye care provider about what options do exist. Certain things such as putting bright tape on the buttons of your microwave or even on the edges of carpet or steps just to help make it more noticeable for you so you don't have any costly trips or falls that could send you to the hospital. As an optometrist, I also notice many individuals wearing their glasses improperly. There's different types of glasses out there, like bifocals or reading glasses, that most senior individuals do have. The biggest problem is getting up and walking around in reading glasses. If you don't take your reading glasses off to move around, everything will now be blurry for where you're walking, so it can increase your chance of falling. So make sure you're talking with your eye care provider about the proper ways to wear your glasses.
Be aware of your vision changes. Understand it can play a key role in preventing falls. Factors such as poor depth perception, limited side vision, extreme sensitivity to lights and glare can affect your safety. Maintaining good vision helps with balance and safety. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org. There are plenty of things you can do in your home so you can be safe and enjoy the independence of living on your own. Ask for assistance to conduct an in-home safety check. Add grab bars to the shower. Eliminate throw rugs and clutter, and add night lights. Be aware of pets and where they are. Remember to slow down. Don't be in a rush to answer the door or telephone. Simple precautions in your home can reduce your risk of falling.
Okay, when we do a safety check for an older adult, we want to look at three key areas: the kitchen, the bathroom, and any stairs, either inside the home or leading up to the home, because that's where most of the falls are going to happen. And we like to see the person perform various tasks in their environment. It's not just about identifying physical hazards that we might see using a checklist. We want to see how they function in the home. For example, they think they have a good grab bar in the towel bar, but it's not really adequate, so we want to identify perception problems they have with their environment, where they think they're safe, but they really aren't. Well, the bathroom is a critical area because that's where most falls are going to happen in the home. There's wet surfaces involved, both in the tub, possibly on the floor next to it. So we want to make sure those surfaces are slip resistant. There's treatments that you can apply to those surfaces to make them higher traction. We want to make sure that there's good grab bars at the height appropriate for that person. ADA is a good guideline to start with, but we want to measure the individual's performance to see where that grab bar should be mounted. And we want to make sure they don't have things like suction bars, grab bars that don't fully support their body weight, but some people tend to over-rely on those and can have problems. To improve lighting in the home, I like to look for automatic features that turn on with motion or at night, so the homeowner doesn't have to remember to reach for a switch or maybe fail to actually operate that switch and take a risk and walk in the dark. LED light bulbs are another great alternative because they are long lasting. They're going to minimize the frequency of change out, and that's where a high hazard exists when somebody's on a ladder trying to change a light bulb. So if you put a bulb in that never burns out, that's a much safer option. Safety alert systems are very important for adults living at home alone. They have new technology that allows the monitoring service to detect a fall, to dispatch help even if the person is unconscious. They can locate the person automatically, and so there's a great peace of mind with that.
There are many things you can do to prevent a fall in your home. Conduct a home safety check to identify areas that may be a safety hazard. Arrange for assistance to make safety modifications in the bathroom, installing handrails on all stairs, removing clutter, and to improve lighting. Also, make certain you consult with the same healthcare providers so they are familiar with your medical history. This healthcare team can more easily detect patterns in your health and recommend lifestyle changes to prevent future complications. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org. Many slips and falls outside your home can be prevented with mindfulness and planning ahead. Make sure to slow down. Factor at least 15 minutes into your schedule so you're not rushing to appointments and events. Be aware of your surroundings. Use handrails. Ask for assistance and check for special accommodations. Look ahead at the surfaces where you are walking to evaluate how solid your footing will be before you take a step into a new area. Shoes play a big part in preventing falls. The slickness of the soles and the type of the heels worn need to be evaluated to avoid slips, trips, and falls. Shoelaces need to be tied correctly.
A number of falls take place in the community on sidewalks and curbs. The uneven surfaces cause people to trip and misstep, stumble and fall. So I caution people to scan ahead as they walk, look for those little subtle changes in elevation. Could be just a 1/4 inch change in elevation, either up or down, at a sidewalk control joint that can cause a misstep and stumble and a serious fall accident. Well, when you're out and about and you encounter a step, one of the most important things is to use that handrail. Keep your hands free so you can grip that. If you start to misstep or stumble, you can grab that handrail and prevent a fall. It's also important to slow down on steps and make sure you see each step edge. They're not always highly visible. When we go into a store, I like to caution people to slow down and get their bearings as they enter that doorway. Assess the walkway, see if there's any hidden hazards such as a wrinkled up floor mat that may not be highly visible. Also, it takes a while to get a feel for that footing. It might be a slippery floor surface, a ceramic tile that could be very slippery when wet. Even if you don't see puddles, if your shoes are wet, you're going to be prone to slips and falls. When it rains or snows, the key is to be aware that slippery conditions can exist, especially in the spring and when there's a thaw refreeze cycle going on. The key is to first recognize that area and change your pace. We want to have you walk with an upright posture, small steps, flat-footed steps, and not too fast. In many cases, it may be more safe to walk on the grass area of a sidewalk than the sidewalk surface itself. The best kind of footwear to wear is a shoe that fits snugly around the foot. It doesn't allow the foot to slide inside the shoe or the heel to raise up. I like to see a slip-resistant outsole that has a rubber tread with many leading edges and channels to divert water from underneath the shoe. I also like to remind people to pick up their feet as they walk and not try to shuffle them. If there's an uneven surface ahead of them, if you shuffle your feet, you're more prone to trip and fall. Also, that unexpected grab of a high traction shoe on a floor may cause a stumble and fall as well. One last bit of advice I like to give people is that walking, just like driving a car, requires your full attention. Look ahead for hazards, try to identify those before you get to them, and don't be surprised by them. You'll be much safer.
Nearly half the falls outside your home are related to walking, particularly on uneven sidewalks or tripping over curbs. Look ahead, keep your head up, and slow down. By making simple changes, you can maintain your independence and continue a happy, productive lifestyle. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org. Gentle physical activity done regularly can help you keep and improve your strength and balance. The following basic exercises can be done during your normal day. Check with your physician before starting any new exercise to make sure you're medically fit. Physical therapists are a good source for recommendations on a routine that would be best for you, along with suggested repetitions. We'll start with sit to stand. Using a chair with armrests, scoot to the edge so there is a space between the back of your knees and the chair. Push off with both hands and slowly stand up. Hold for 5 seconds. Feel the chair touch the back of your legs so you know you are close enough to the chair before you sit back down. Repeat this exercise 5 times. Now we move to heel-toe standing, another good balance exercise. Hold on to the back of a chair. Place one foot directly in front of the other. It is okay to look at your feet to get them lined up. Then look ahead for good posture. Hold this standing position for 10 seconds. Change the standing position. Take the foot that was behind and place it directly in front of the other foot. Hold this position for 10 seconds. The next exercise is side hip strengthening. Lift the legs slightly to the side until your foot is about 1 inch off the floor. Hold on to a steady chair or counter and look straight ahead. Keep the right leg straight and the foot straight forward. Lower your leg to the floor slowly. Repeat this 5 times for the right leg. Now lift the left leg slightly out to the side until your foot is about 1 inch off the floor. Lower your leg to the floor slowly and repeat this 5 times for the left leg. Now we move to the front knee strengthening exercise. Sit on a chair with your back well supported and straighten the right leg slowly. Hold for 5 seconds. Lower the leg slowly. Repeat 5 times for the right leg. Now work on the other leg. Straighten the left leg slowly. Hold for 5 seconds and lower the leg slowly. Repeat this exercise 5 times for the left leg. We continue with seated heel raises. Sitting on a chair, feet flat on the floor, raise the heels from the floor, placing weight on the balls of the feet, and then return them to the floor. Repeat this exercise slow and controlled. If that's too easy, try standing heel raises. Hold onto the back of a steady chair. Come up onto your toes without rocking forward. Slowly lower the heels to the ground, and repeat this exercise 5 times. We'll move to seated toe raises. Start with the feet flat on the floor. You'll begin by raising the toes from the floor and then return them to the starting position. Repeat this exercise slow and controlled. If that is too easy, try standing toe raises. Hold on to the back of your chair. Place your feet shoulder width apart and lift up your toes so you come up onto your heels. Slowly lower the toes to the ground and repeat the exercise 5 times. Now we transition to the good morning stretch. Begin by reaching both arms up and giving a good stretch. Add a gentle turn to the right and then to the left. Breathe deeply and move slowly and repeat this cycle 2 to 3 times. It's a relaxing stretch for the entire body. Next, we'll do head turns. Head turns can be done anywhere and anytime. Start by turning your head slowly all the way to the left. Now turn your head slowly to the right. Repeat this exercise 5 times. You'll feel a little stretch in your neck, and that's okay as long as you don't have any pain. Head turns are helpful in maintaining your ability to look left and right while driving. Now to diagonal reaches. Start with your right arm. Press up toward the ceiling and across your body. Alternate your left and right arm. Repeat 5 to 10 times. This exercise improves range of motion in the shoulders and back. Now transition to diagonal reaches toward the floor. Reach with your left hand toward the floor and across your body. Alternate your right and left arm. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Both exercises may help with physical endurance. Moving on to wrist bends. Hang your hands in front of you and let your wrists just hang down. Slowly bend the back of your hand. Lift your fingers up toward the ceiling. Then lower your hand and repeat this 5 times. This exercise may improve dexterity, coordination, and range of motion. We continue with foot circles. Start with both feet on the floor. Raise the foot and gently rotate 5 times. Rotate just the ankle, change direction and repeat. And when complete, switch to the left ankle. Now to seated knee raises. Lift up the right knee and lower it as if you were marching. Repeat 5 to 10 times. Seated knee raises improve hip stability and range of motion. We move to standing hip extensions. Stand behind a chair or sturdy table. Slide your foot back, sliding heel to toe, finishing with the leg back and the toe pointed touching the ground. Keep your head up, eyes forward, and body upright. Keep your toe pointed on the floor, and repeat 5 to 10 times with each leg. Now to sidestepping. Hold on to the back of a chair. Step your right foot to the right, then bring your left foot to match your right foot. Left together, right together. Take a good wide step if you're able to, and increase the duration as appropriate. We transition to hip circles. With your hands on your hips, make circles with the hips without moving the shoulders. Pretend you're doing a hula dance or using a hula hoop. Reverse your direction for 10 to 15 seconds. Repeat the cycle 2 times. The heel cord stretch is next. Stand about an arm's length away from the chair. With left foot in front of the right, lean forward, keeping the right heel flat on the floor. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Repeat with the opposite foot in front, and repeat this cycle 2 times. Remember to check with your physician or physical therapist before beginning any exercise program. These basic exercises, if done regularly, can help to improve your strength and balance. As your strength improves, you can gradually increase the number of exercises you complete. Be proactive and prevent a fall. For more information on fall prevention, go to lifelonglinks.org.